and welcome to another Vlogmas video. We have gone full on Christmas for this. We've got the Christmas headband, the Christmas earrings, Christmas necklace and rings, and the mulled wine. So yeah, I'm sorry if you are anti-Christmas. I get very excited about it, so it's just going to get more Christmassy on here before the week is out. If you have missed any of my Vlogmas videos, I will leave them in a playlist up here. But let's get on with my top 10 YA books that I have read in 2018. I only have a few of these physical ones to show you, as you'll see from the thumbnail, because a lot of these I gave away after I read them or I borrowed them from the library, and so I no longer have them. So let's start with Big Bones by Laura Dockrill. I love this book, and I made a whole video talking about it, so I will leave it linked up here. You might sense a theme with this one. Then we have From Twinkle with Love by Sandia Menon. I absolutely loved this book as well. I don't think I made a video talking about this one. I made a video talking about When Dimple Met Rishi, so you can go and watch that one if you would like to. But this one was just female empowerment, general, like, coming of age, knowing who you are, or recognizing that it's all right not to know who you are at a young age or even at an older age. And it was just entertaining and fun and a little bit romantic, really funny and really empowering, and I really enjoyed it. Then we have What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. I have a whole video talking about this one, so I will leave it linked up here and you can go and watch for my thoughts on that one. Then, see if you can tell me the link here. Another top favourite. By the way, should have mentioned, these are in no particular order. These are just 10 of my favourite young adult novels that I've read this year. Last year I did exactly the same thing and did top 10, but in no particular order. Leah on the Offbeat. I have a whole video talking about this one, so I will leave it linked up here or down here for you if I've run out of these kind of links. Then I absolutely loved Pudding by Julie Murphy. I made a video talking about 4 young adult reads when I was back in the UK, and it covers a few on this list, so I will also leave that one linked because it talks about why I enjoyed Pudding so much. I also talk about Pudding and Dumpling in my books with plus size main characters video, and just, yeah, why they're awesome. And if you're interested, I also have a Dumpling book versus movie which went up a couple of weeks ago, so it should just be a little further down in my videos. Hopefully that will pop up for you. Then this, I'm including a reread because I enjoyed this reread so much, because I really enjoyed the book so much. It's so romantic, and again, let me know in the comments if you can see the link between quite a few of these books. I've reread Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. I just absolutely loved it. I listened on audiobook both times. I listened to it at the beginning of 2017 and then re-listened to it right before the movie came out, so in March this year. And I made a book versus movie, so I will link it up here or down here, wherever I can fit it. And I just really recommend both Simon and Leah as wonderful, diverse characters, diverse love stories, romantic, YA, funny, entertaining books that you can gulp down in one go because they're just wonderful. Then we have Heretics Anonymous, which I read as a buddy read with Bethany from Beautifully Bookish Bethany, who I mention a lot on this channel. We did this as a buddy read, and it is about a boy who attends a Catholic school. So first of all, we have a male main character written by a female writer, always different, and meets this group who are Heretics Anonymous because they don't quite fit in that norm of the Catholic school, how they would like them to be, not how they themselves would like to be. So one is pagan, One is a devout Catholic but wants to be a Catholic priest, which is not allowed in the Catholic Church at present, and sort of everything that comes with that. And the writer neither sided on the side of religion or non-religion. She didn't say, oh, this school is terrible, it's so awful. She didn't disrespect the teachers at all even, which I was a big fan of, and it was just a wonderful read. And I'm really glad that I got to buddy read it, because it meant that we could chat about it as we were going along, which is always fun, a fun way to gather your thoughts. I'll leave my review to it on my blog in the description box below. My blog and my social media are always linked in the description box if you want to go and see me talk about books and coffee on Instagram or on Snapchat, or follow any of my blog reviews on Twitter, go and take part in some of my Twitter polls, or indeed just read my reviews on my blog. I do top 10s on there as well. Then we have Little Do We Know, which I made a whole video talking about, so I will leave it up here or down here, and you can go away and watch that for my thoughts fully on that one. That one's by Tamara Islandstone and was one of my most anticipated books this year, I think. Then we have When Elephants Fly. I have a video talking all about this one. I will link it up here or down here. I read this one with Jenna from Jenna Brown Writes. I will leave her blog linked below. And again, it was just great to read and talk about with somebody. I finished reading that book in a library. That was a mistake because I was crying in a library. But more on that in the actual video. Then the final one that I haven't already mentioned, not the best or the worst. These are all the top 10 reads, no order. I Have Lost My Way by Gail Forman. I read this and then gave it away to somebody, but I do talk about it in that 4 YA reviews video, which I linked earlier, because I talk about pudding in that one as well. So there you have it, my favourite young adult reads of 2018. It's always hard to choose. I read 220 something books this year, and a lot of them were YA, mainly contemporary, a few fantasies thrown in there just to try them out a little bit, and so it was very hard to pick, but those are my top 10. It was just as hard to pick as it was last year. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite young adult read, if you read young adult novels, was this year. Otherwise, you could let me know some of your favourite books that you read this year. I will also have my top 10 adult fiction and non-fiction if they haven't gone up already. I'm not sure which order I'm going to put them up in, so make sure you check those out too for more book recommendations. It's never too early to start planning what you're going to be reading in 2019. Make sure you're subscribed so that my next video lands in your subscription feed. I have some super Christmassy ones coming up as well, so you don't want to miss those, featuring one of my regular guest stars too. It's exciting. And I will see you with my next video. Bye.